So I have a hard call couple of minutes before the half an hour today. I need to get myself some skills. So if the conversation lasts longer, feel free to continue, but I'll have to drop. We don't have much on the agenda though today. Let's wait another minute or two. See.
Sounds good.
Hi, Jason. Thanks for joining today.
Good morning.
Good morning. So we're just waiting to get some more attendees into the meeting.
Yeah, Tracy's logging on now, so we'll see her in a second. But I say we go ahead and get started.
Yep. Yeah, welcome everyone to the TOC meeting. So I'm just marking attendees in the list. So today is September the 10th. So a couple of things, dates on the agenda for today, and then we can open to other updates or folks things folks would like to bring to the conversation. So from Roxanne, Oktoberfest 2025 is coming in October as usual. So far, the Jenkins project signed up to participate. So if you represent,
and you can add Ortelius to that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was going to be my question. So yeah, if you represent some project or connections to a project, yeah, feel free to reach out and see. So I've asked the Tecton folks myself, but yeah, we've not decided yet. So
Yeah, so we're in the process of creating our landing page and getting that over to Roxanne. So we are working with her to get all of our pieces in place.
perfect. So this is what the 2024 page looked like. So this was on the City Foundation website. And then there we have the logo of all the projects participating, and then each logo is clickable and it gets to a landing page where it basically guides contributor how to contribute to Oktoberfest for that project. So that's the landing page that you were mentioning, Steve. So yeah, thanks for that. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully we can get more projects involved. If I remember correctly, last year it was okay for the project who participated, so it wasn't a huge amount of contribution, but it was good quality ones. So it was generally was perceived as a positive from the project who joined for the fest. Okay. The next thing I had on the agenda was a reminder that the project's update for Q3 are due until the end of September, please. So yeah. Again, as a reminder, those are done via a PR to the TOC repository. Yeah, that's the main couple of updates I had for the agenda today. We have the usual space for updates from the various SIGs. If anyone has updates they would like to share.
Yeah, so on the CI/CD cybersecurity, they have completed their first pass of the documentation around that. So it's based on the secure software framework from NIST, the SSDF. So right now that's running under just a generated Netlify domain. So I will, and also Roxanne is looking at creating a more formal website part of it. So we're working with her to, I don't know if things are going to get split out. Tracy, you just jumped on. Are we going to split it into like a landing page and then documentation, or is it all going to be kind of? I know it's still up in the air. Oh, you're on mute, Tracy.
I have not had a chance to talk to her yet. I've not been involved in those early discussions. I think she's looking at it. There's a page out there. I think she wants to she wants the SIG to have a separate website than the doc itself. So that's what she's working on, is separating the two.
Got
And
it.
yeah, it's, I would say it is, every section has data in it. So it would be great to get eyes on it. Any input, just create an issue in the Git repo, and the team will work on it. But it's there. There's a lot of tools out there. I was really surprised the more and more research I did over the course of August, and the more I documented and put things and put tools in there. There's a lot of tools, and I think Trivia is the one that wins. It meets a lot of guidelines. So, anyways, just stuff you learn when you do stuff like that.
I'm just going to drop the link to the site in the chat since I don't have the doc up.
And what we're going to work on is we're really going to work on trying to start, building adoption of it. The team's going to start working on some blogs. They're trying to put together some meetups. There's some concern about the meetups. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it'll get sorted out. But the goal would be to make this something that people can relate to the CD Foundation as more than just maybe a Jenkins and where Tecton started, because that's kind of how people think of us, and pull us into the discussion around adding security. Steve, if you go over to the right of the menu.
That was Andrea.
Oh, sorry. So up on the top it says CICD Cybersecurity, CICD Security Guide. All the way on the top. There you go. That's the guide. So this is what she's going to split out to be its own website.
Sounds good. So I guess this could be under the CD Foundation domain, right? So
That's
Yeah,
what
it
we're
should be.
thinking. We may just do a subdomain like CICD security cd.foundation or something like that. We'll do some brainstorming on the subdomain, but I think that's going to be the easiest. is just to use a subdomain.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
nice.
so if anybody is so inclined to give it a review and maybe even write a blog about it, the more blogs we have about it, the better off we will be, because we really want to get some eyes here. Now, there is a ulterior motive in doing this, and that is if we can get people referring to it as a place to go to figure out what they need to do to add security into their CI/CD pipelines, it could potentially help us grow our membership. We haven't had the discussion yet, but it feels to me like members should get referenced in this guide. Right now, we only have open source tools because we've tried to keep commercial products for free out of it. But I feel like each section should have a commercial section where our members are listed and only members are listed. For the price of the CD Foundation, I mean, for a small company like Deploy Hub, it can be hard. But if you're already at the Linux Foundation and you're already a member of another organization, I think it's 5 or 7K. Do you know what the cost is per year, Steve?
It is, well, the Linux Foundation for our size of company is 7K, and then for the CDF, I think it's 3,000.
Right. So for a company like maybe a Sonotype or a JFrog, what is it?
I don't know. I'd have
Yeah,
to.
I don't either. But anyway, advertising is expensive, and this would be a good place for them to advertise. So it gives another reason for them to potentially join the CD Foundation to be part of this guide. And it also attracts a different kind of company, right? We've never really tried to push security tools to come to the CD Foundation. And it may seem counterintuitive to do that, but I think it's probably the most important place for a security tool to be quite honest. We're not just pushing orchestration engines, we're pushing other functions around the pipeline. So it's there. It would be huge for you guys to take a look at it. If you see something really bad that it's like that's not right, please open an issue. We will fix it. And if you'd like to talk about it, it'd be great to get some of the CDF's TOC members to do a blog and talk about it.
So do we have any recommendations on is the supply chain security part of this cybersecurity? Like what recommendations for signature stores for Docker images, things like that?
That's all in that. So if you look at the secure software framework, so if you go to probably it's going to be build and deploy. There is going to be a section.
Now you need it, yeah, because we're going to start working on CISA and NIST as well.
So these will have different sections like protect the software, the PS, that will have a reference to what repositories you use for storing your images in. So it's really following the NIST guidelines and not necessarily us making stuff up. So
yeah, we're not trying to be another compliance document.
or a best practices. We're just trying to map the NIST requirements over to the tools that like right there you have Harbor as one of the potential ones for PS 2.1 as part of that. And what we found is tools will have multiple capabilities that will allow it to satisfy multiple requirements. So you'll see like Tracy was saying, Trivy will show up in multiple places. Harbor will show up in multiple places. And that's some of the things that we're trying to simplify by giving a little description of why this tool helps you satisfy the NIST requirement. Does that help, Jitten?
Yeah.
And then also one of the contributors to this document wanted to explore creating a CI/CD cybersecurity landscape. So I did create a repo and cloned it after the CDF landscape that to give them a workplace to start working with, kind of laying out the what the landscape's going to look like. Now, when we get into the landscapes, it's always difficult because figuring out what the groupings are is the most difficult part. So that person and a couple other people are going to be reaching out to folks like the CNCF, the OpenSSF, that have also their own SIGs and are working on groupings as well. So it's not going to be done in a vacuum, but that's just started. That just started this week, so it's very rough, put it that way.
Okay, thanks, Steve. So there's the new repo under the CD Foundation
Yeah,
org?
yeah.
Okay. So could you share the link if you
Yeah, let me
have
get
it?
it for you. I think let me find it. I think it was like CI/CD cybersecurity landscape. Yep, that's it. Let me throw it in the chat. Okay, it's in the chat now.
Thanks. Great. So I had a comment regarding the proposal of including commercial offerings in the docs. I think that's fine. And with the only caveat that I think we need to be transparent about, you know, why certain offerings are there, and that this is restricted to members in the docs as well, because if you're not transparent on that, it might compromise the trust that people can put into the documentation, or if we just include certain offerings that are like members. So, but I think as long as we are transparent about, you know, what's the setup, that as we have, say, okay, these are members of the C Foundation that could fit into these roles, I think that that's be absolutely fine and a good idea.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, like kind of maybe like a members marketplace then. That was clear that it was
Yeah,
members. Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
It's going to
exactly.
be something we should take to a question for the board if they want to pursue it. But I really don't even want to bring it up to them until this has got eyes. You know, what's the point until people are using it? So we'll see if
Yeah,
it gets adoption, and that's why I'm hoping for the adoption, because then we have and then you know, other companies who are in this space are going to want to have their information in there, and it may just generate some new members for us. It'd be nice. It'd be very nice to get some new members.
it would
Have
be
a bigger community. Yeah.
and I think this cybersecurity work is, I mean, the kind of, you know, best practices and guidance that, you know, can really help the CDF, you know, gaining some attention for. But thanks again to the group for that.
Yeah.
and the interesting thing was there's a lot of tools out there that the team hunted down. So and they're open source. So you know, there's those open source projects may be some of them don't belong to an organization. They're just out there. So there may be some potential even to bring those underneath the CDF umbrella as well. It's early. It's pretty early to get to that point, but once we get things more formalized and published, I think we can then circle back around and take a look at that next steps.
But we're making good progress anyway. The document, I think there's still work to be done. It should always be a living document, right? But I believe it's ready to get to the next step. There's some other kind of pieces to it that we need to take a look at, and that will be Roxanne making it its own site and not underneath the SIG itself. And I'm hoping to get that done in the next 20 days. I have
Yeah,
a
but that should be
I have a presentation on the 25th of September with DevOps experience, and I am going to announce that the guide is available. I'm hoping that Roxanne has its own page by then.
And I'll work
Yeah.
work with Roxanne and the LF support to get the domain subdomain created and stuff like that.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah, thanks for the update. Yeah, I guess the only other thing that I wanted to bring up is about meeting attendance. So we have this very nice group of people joining today, but we have had some TOC members since the elections that probably never joined the TOC before. So I'll try to see wise that makes it so people are not able to attend, and see if we can get more contribution. I think the more people from the TOC that we can get involved into this kind of conversation, the better we can reach out to a larger community. So it would be great to get more people involved in the meeting. So I'll reach out as I mentioned. Yeah, I have to drop in a few minutes today, unfortunately. But is there anything else folks wanted to discuss today? If so, I'll maybe can drop from the meeting and can continue. You can continue on the meeting. Otherwise, we can adjourn until the next time.
I'm good on my front.
I'm good.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining today. Great to see everyone, and have a great rest of your day.
All right. Talk to you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye.
All right. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.